All right, so we're going to try to do some Shadowdark videos. So this first video, we're just going to do a real quick character creation. We're going to go through each tab of the character sheet and show you some of the things we can do. First off, I wanted to say Shadowdark has full effects automation to support the rules as written. Borrows heavily from 5e. As you know, it's a roll high. There's an advantage, disadvantage. So if you're going from 5e to Shadowdark, it's going to be real easy to use this rule set. Uh, a lot of the 5e effects, probably 80-90% of them work just right out of the box. So to make a character, it's going to be real similar to 5e. Just going to select our background, drop it on the character sheet. Okay, it's just a kind of a flavor thing. We're going to select an ancestry. Well, actually, you would roll your stats first, but I don't need to show you that. So I'm going to choose half-orc this time. I'll make another one quick and show you dwarf. So I'm going to choose half-orc for a reason, and I'll show you in a minute. And then finally, you're going to choose your class. And for my class, I'm going to choose fighter to get in a special ability. Okay, so I drop fighter in there. It does a roll for its hit points, and then it rolls my table. Okay, for the talent, your level 1 talent. So as you level up, you just continue to add these two there, and it's going to roll your hit points at it. And then if I go to level 3, it's going to roll another talent for me. I got a stat increase. Okay, so let's look at the front. So we have our stats here. You can up those holding control, or you can type a value in there. Okay, we have wounds, we have hit points, we have temporary hit points, we have an initiative roller, we have a death timer. I gotta check this, make sure that string's right. I think it is called a death timer. That's right, it is a death timer. So when you're dying, you can roll that, and then it's going to place an effect on your character on the character sheet with how many rounds until you're fully dead. Okay, so then we have our attacks are going to go here. Our spells are going to go here. For spells, you just open up your little, did this little button here and I kept it. Open up your little spell window and you just basically, I'll do Burning Hand, you just drag and drop it into there. Okay, we'll go look at spells in a second. Okay, so then we're going to go to our abilities tab. So we have our racial class talents and then we have our rollable talents. See, it's appended there when you get them. So you can open these and you can read them. Same thing with this. It's going to find the fighter one, and it gives you a little direction on what to do here. We'll get to that in a second. So then we go to our inventory tab. It's just like you would normally see. Notice that my slots are 12, so it's because I get to use my Constitution modifier. So because he's a fighter, and it's all linked to this holler trait, it looks for this holler trait, you get to add your Constitution. And then this will update as you add items. And then finally the notes. So the notes are a little different. So you'll notice this section here for character effects. So this character effect here is actually from the half-orc. So the half-orc record, you can actually we build the effects in here like this, and that's because of Mighty. Mighty gets a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. Okay, so in this case, we got a talent attack, or a talent here. This is grant +1 to melee and range attacks. This is a class talent, and then it says add the following effect, attack 1. So all we do is we go over here, go to the next line, and we add attack 1. That's it. That's all we do, except we want this capital K there. And I'll show you what that does in a minute. So the next thing we'd want to do is we want to add some items. So I'm just going to add a weapon, a piece of armor. Let's go find a piece of armor. Let's put a leather armor on there. And remember, we have to equip it. Okay, it doesn't automatically equip the armor. It will equip a weapon, though. We're going to take a longsword. Okay, so when I do that, my longsword populates here as equipped. If I have like a special ability, like let's say this fighter, he has weapon mastery, and let's say I choose longsword. So all I do is I just do longsword just to show you that's what I've chosen. And now I get to give it +1 on each. So what I do is I can open this little menu here, and I can just give him a +1 bonus and a +1 to his attack, and it automatically populates that. So when I roll it, it does it. And notice we do have damage types, and we do that to support the automation with the NPCs. let's see. So that's all there is to it for weapons. You just add them to your inventory and you equip them. You can add one here, and you can blunt. Oh, I spelled it right. 1d4. We're gonna call it Club of Doom. Right, so I can just add a weapon just like I normally would. Okay. All right, so let's talk about spells. So spells are a little different. So there's no saving throw. There are opposed rolls, and so that's all 100% automated. How we built the records in, you'll be able to kind of decipher how that's done. This is not an opposed roll. I can grab one that is, but so the first thing you do is you just want to click this button to prepare the spell, and then you go to combat. So when you go to combat, if there's any effect, it's going to be linked by right there. There is no effect on this one. Just like 5e, you can add, whoops, I just, wrong button. You can add an effect if you'd like, okay? No big deal. So this is going to roll the damage, and it's fire damage. Okay, now we have this roll, so we can use the power. So let's see if I fail. Nope, I succeeded. Let me see if I can fail. Of course, okay, there I fail. So notice when I fail, so in the game, when you fail, you basically lose your ability to cast a spell. So you can continue to cast it until you fail. And you'll notice the spell's still there, but it's grayed out, okay? So to fix that, you would just, you rest or whatever, and then you prepare it, and then it goes back to this, okay? For opposed rolls, if it has an opposed roll, you can grab this and drop it on a combat tracker, or you can target via the combat tracker, and it's going to automatically roll that opposed roll. And I'll show you real quick. Let's find something. I think Charm Person probably has DC. Nope, no opposed roll. Fine. Confusion. Okay, Confusion has an opposed roll, so we're going to add Confusion. We're going to memorize it. Go back to combat. Let's minimize this effect. All right, so if I drop this onto my Badger here, okay, I successfully casted, and my Badger succeeded, right? And if he was targeted, it would automatically untarget him. So if you're casting like something that has, you can target multiple creatures, like a turn undead. If whichever ones fail, it automatically untargets them. So then all you have to really do is go down here and hit this little effect button. All right. So yeah, we didn't drop it on him. So let's see. Let's add it like that. Okay, so I think that's pretty self-explanatory on how that works. It's all built into this. Where you set it opposed, you set your DC to cast, right? It's 10 plus tier, so it's all can be home brewed if you want. All right, so that's how you set up spells. So pretty easy. That's pretty much all there is to the game here. You'll notice we haven't gone over this yet. We'll give him Bob. Let's give him a picture. Bob's a girl. He's confused. Okay, so then we drag him on there, and notice these effects are automatically applied. So now when I roll, I should get, it's melee. When I roll my Club of Doom, I should get +2, so I should get +3 total. I love it when things work. And then I'm going to get +1 on my damage. Yep. So, and you can just keep adding effects on here as you add talents or what have you. Okay, so that's pretty much it.